Hello. Today we're looking at King of Retail. I have played it a little bit just to get the gist of the game. You start off with a small shop. You sell things, you make money. You buy more things, you sell more things. So let's get into it and see what we can do today. So first of all, I'm going to be making my character. You sort of play first person on this one, so we'll be using this character a lot. Called Gin Tonic. Oh Christ. Yep. Hair color's not gonna matter. There we go, Mr. Gin Tonic. He is ready. Look at him. Been ready since the day he was born. Let's name the store GNT Gaming Superstore. For a nice pink. Why not? We'll go down the middle. These are your difficulties. So location is going to depend on sort of change how many people there are. Wealth is how much they're going to spend, and the fashion sense is when it comes to clothing, what sort of rates they're happy to pay for clothing. So easiest on the left, hardest on the right. Not too sure about all of these, but that looks like a pretty even spread of people, so I'm happy with that. Let's begin. Don't need a tutorial. I've played this before just to get an idea of what I'm doing. Oh, cool. He does have hair, just very small. So this is my lovely store. Looks beautiful. It would encourage me to buy. Okay. So first things we need to do is to buy a delivery unit. Now this is when you order items, they will be come and dropped off onto one of these pallets. Delivery. We don't have much money to start with, so oh good, they fit. That should be enough for that. Buy a storage unit. So you have to unpack your items once they've been delivered, and then they get stored on your storage shelves, and then you can put them onto your shelves in store. A couple of them, they hold 20 units. Each we got left? 15 grand. Oh dear. Order articles, buy display, register. I have to go with the smallest one first. The more money you spend on register, the more people you can have a queue at once. But seeing as this is going to be quite a small store to begin with, don't need to break the bank on that. So you've got three main things to choose from that you're going to sell. It's clothes, electronics, and groceries. I think electronics is probably going to get you the biggest markup. Clothes, okay, and then sort of groceries, you're not going to get much money from them, but you can have a lot of them at once. Let's have a look at the pricing. So you want this little t-shirt tab to do your ordering on. Okay. So you get to choose, and then drag them in here, and then you place an order. So let's go with clothing today. We're going to become a fancy pants shop. How about that? Let's get some of them. Go for some cheaper stuff as well. Some cash clothing. Oh, these look fancy. Le fancy pantalon. I've been ordered. And then request delivery. So we need a pants rack. Not sure what the difference between these are. Hopefully they store more. Here's my delivery man coming in to do his job. Thank you, sir. See yourself out. You'll see as I start unpacking, these items are now going to be stored onto these shelves. Speed time up a bit. Okay, now we need somewhere to put our lovely clothing down. How much for 8? Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple of these expensive ones down in the hopes that I can put more items down. You get bigger crowds of people come in. So to stock these, you walk up to them, press E, and you want to edit your articles. Okay, so it's got four spaces. Oh. I think I'm going to be... Where did I get? 1, 2, 3. That's a pain. Let's just do 2 on each. Okay, and then we actually have to restock them by adding articles. So it looks like 5 per box that we had, so we can fit 20 items on a rack on this size. That works out because I brought 10 of each. Okay, buy a marketing computer. Now, this is something that I never got around to really using. But apparently we have to buy one. I bet it might be more than 1,000. Oh! That works out nice, doesn't it? I now have no money at all. I guess the next thing to do would be to open the shop and start selling some of this so we can make some money. That's awkward, I don't know how to open the shop. How do I... I don't have any money. Can't order. Well, I've already glitched and destroyed the game. I've ordered too much. Okay. Remove articles. I'm gonna have to sell that to get some money. Ridiculous. Let's just end the day. Okay, so you want to be left off with some money because you then get charged rent. Okay, so at the end of the day, you come back to this lovely little office, overlooking my store over there. Very nice. So here we have the marketing area. Okay. Why is it going through all of that? Okay, so I think this game is in need of a couple of updates, but I'm sure they'll get this sort of stuff sorted out. But you can do your marketing, you have your layout in which you can add extra areas onto your shop for a set price, which you would be able to see if all this guff wasn't there. You have your income outcome board, that board. Staff schedule, I don't have any staff, I don't know why they're up there. You can change your opening hours so you can be open for longer and sell more, or you keep it at that. And you also have an area where you can read your emails and you can hire staff members for job interview, but we don't need any of that because we're only a little store. Let's begin our first day of selling. Oh, I got a pound. Let's do this. Okay, so I open up at 9, so I've got 45 minutes before anyone comes in to browse my lovely items. This guy's dropping off that pair of trousers that I ordered yesterday. You're late. And we are open. So some customers, until you get a bit of prestige, are going to stand outside and sort of want to ask you questions. I sell pants, mate. He is in desperate need of pants. That's a good sign. So I'll increase his happiness. He has one at home. Low chance. Alright, whatever. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Oh, it's coming in. You just said no to me. He's buying something. Excellent. My first sale! I must be the salesman. My lovely pink shirt. So press E to log in. And we'll start selling. That's $470. Lovely. We can also decorate our store, which I believe helps with prestige and helping people spend more money. You don't have to pick with the same color scheme, you can change it up. Just customers, man. It's going to be a good day. Paint some walls. under the brick. A lot of pink in here. It's a bit garish. Let's change the floors. Ooh, hello. So you can hire salespeople who will deal with all of this. So you don't have to keep speaking to pay customers. Oh, whatever, don't buy anything then. I don't need you. Oh my god, there's loads of people in here. So they're waving at me. Oh, it's because my, if I have more than 3 people in a queue, they won't understand that they have to wait. So they'll start to get angry. And they did used to whistle very loudly, and you couldn't turn that down in the settings. It's an absolute bonanza. What I have in stock? Let's them in there. It's a bit nicer. Got a couple of hours before closing. And I might just reorder whatever I've sold. Reorder articles sold. It's going to cost me 990. I believe I sold them all for about 2,000, so we are making money on each item sold. Did the delivery man come? He did. He snuck in. So after your store closes, you have an hour before it will kick you out. So let me just restock my shelves. All ready for tomorrow. That's one day done. And I've not been left with much money. But if we look over here, we can see that I have sold 3,600 and I've spent 1,600 to restock. After other expenditures, I have a little bit more money. Just a little, but that's a good first day. Let's have a look at the second. Morning. Okay. See if I can't encourage some people off the street to come in. Guess not. I sell pants. Yes, it is interesting. Keep this between us. My good pal.
Thanks.
Hey, can you help me?
I can try.
Hey,
look at some pants. Excellent. They would look smashing on you. Oh.
Hey, a little help. Excuse me. Thank you.
You don't get long to speak to these customers before they run away. But that's where a sales person would come in handy. But we don't have enough money to pay for them yet. Hello, sir. Oh, we sell pants.
Thank you.
Nobody steal anything. Honest system. Oof, that's the whistle I was on about. Loud and painful. They're not very patient in this world. And the store is now shut. Everyone get out. Okay, so I need $700. Go for a cheaper one. Lovely. What a lovely shop I have made. Okay. Okay, so this is where you would change your staff shift patterns. But I don't have anywhere near enough money to hire any staff because they do cost a few grand a day. That would not be very wise. I might have a kip on the couch, and I'll see you next time for some more Kings of Retail. Cheerio!